All right. It's getting set up over here. Bam, bam, bam. Single site radar. Slowly getting started over here. Okay. Oh boy. The computer is running slow. Dang. Probably because I'm doing too much at once. Don't need that. Don't need that. Good, good, good. Okay. Boy, what the hell is going on? Let's take off these METAR. Direction off. Alright, so we have a severe thunderstorm and Montgomery, Louisiana. Gonna look at the velocities here. Very broad. Winds 30 to about, 15 to 30 miles an hour. How close is this to the radar side? It's decently close. Can't really say for sure that all those winds are making it to the ground, but take that off. Go over here really quick. Okay. So yes. Let's do this really quick. Bam. Alright, so this is near Montgomery. The most of the winds are just south of Mount Zion and southwest of Montgomery. See where these winds are going. I think they're going towards Melrose, Lakeview, Magnolia, Pollockville, Derry, Montrose. So, here's the most intense winds. Oh, right here. Most intense winds. And this is who is in the path of those winds. No crazy rotation on this one, just winds and lightning and rain. Let's see if that's the only one we got here. It is. Forgot to do one thing. Let me pop out chat here. Oops. Pop out chat. Minimize that. Just getting completely set up here. Perfect. All right. So we are currently in Louisiana. We have some pop-up thunderstorms here. That are producing some pretty heavy gusts. Nothing too crazy. Let's look a little bit further into the past. See why this was issued here. Looks like there's been some broad rotation. Almost got pretty tight there. Right about here. or the correlation coefficient, just to check to make sure. You never know with these storms. Probably a hail core there. Yeah. What is it? This was 4:09. We got about 3 minutes to the next. So here's the next scan. Not looking bad. Let's see here. Hello, Liam. How are you doing today? Good. Everything go okay today? Doing good. Did early morning door dashing. Try to get the morning hours into the evening hours. Went all right. Covering the extreme fires and severe weather today. Still sick. Sorry. Hashtag. Is Idaho ID? Let's find out. Idaho abbreviation. ID. Yes. Do you know what you have, Liam? I think Montana is MT. Montana. Yes. TWX. We are down here in where else do we have a chance here? Looks like we do have some storms. I'm gonna get tested for COVID. Do you still have your taste and smell? Riley? How you doing? Haven't talked to you in a while. Yeah, there's some storms at least in Texas. So I'll put that in the tweeted salsa. Hashtag. How you doing, Liam? And I mean, Riley. Okay, covering extreme fire risk and severe weather today. CA fire, ID fire, Oregon weather, Montana weather. Well, every time I see LA, I want to say Los Angeles, but it's Louisiana weather and Texas weather. Okay, I think that covers it all. Because everything else moved out pretty much on the East Coast, right? Oh, still rain. All that's been really cold there, though. Okay. How's life? Life's good. Life is really good. I finally got a computer I can stream on. I have never been able to stream before, so now I can stream. And it's been going a lot better than expected. Streams always start out slow though, because I always do a crappy job setting up beforehand. Just making sure I have everything in line here before I send this tweet. Because last time I sent a tweet like this, it brought a lot of people in, so I want to make sure. While things are slow, still like 0 rotation. I mean, yeah. I mean, you could say this is, some people would say this is broad rotation, but I don't even think it's worth talking about it. No, I actually had a peak of 26 viewers last night, which was crazy. The most I ever had. And I got my 3rd donation last night too. I think it was Scott. Gave me $10, which was really nice of him. So last night was crazy. Yeah. And it all happened because I sent that tweet. Like it was like nearly immediate, but it was mainly because there's a lot of people wondering about the Big Bear fire, or the Radford fire. And we had tons of webcams on it, and we still have it on it today. But I think what I said last night was correct. It didn't burn down the mountain. The winds kept it on the ridge, which was good. On the peak of the mountain. Hi Shannon, how you doing? I have it up here. I'm gonna get to that. I'm just like trying to figure out how to word this before stuff gets too crazy. I'm just making sure. I'll do a quick update for the people that are here. Just in case you guys live in this area. Let's do a quick little loop here. Just to make sure it's still going in the same direction. Shift it around. Yeah, south of Bermuda. So south of Bermuda, there's probably about 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Probably not going to be sustained. So if you're north and west of Bermuda, Cyprus, Flora, down the line, if this continues to stay at this strength, which I don't think it's going to do. It seems like it's getting pretty messy. Bellwood, and Lotus, maybe Miles Mill down the road, Provençal, and Victoria. You're in the path of this storm. It's severe warned. I mean, it's got a lot of lightning. Some pockets, possibly, of some super small hail near Shady Grove. But as of like super damaging winds, I'm not seeing it. There are little tiny areas of broad rotation, but I mean, who knows? You know, this environment, there's not a lot of shear in this environment, so I'm not really expecting any tornadoes over here. But in terms of gusty winds, it's always possible. Is that outflow boundary right there? Oh, wow. Look at that. Look how pronounced that is. It's going the wrong way. This big old glob of rain just made a cold pool. That cold pool is migrating northwest, and that is what is causing the warm air to lift above it and create these storms. We shall see how it goes. I'll keep my eye on it for sure. I'm good. The Hemet's fire, actually, I have a webcam. Okay, I think that's good enough. And I think I'm set up fully here. Yeah, the Hemet's fire webcam is like, it's going nuts. I think some type of I think some moisture is entered into the area, and I can't tell because the camera's kind of far away, but it does seem like the warmth from the fire is convecting some pyrocumulus clouds above it, and it's visible on the webcam. Launching webcams as well. Live stream virus, coverage. Okay, just spell checking everything before I send it. Alright. We'll see if it does the same thing as yesterday. Alright. Does seem like this storm is becoming outflow dominant. Still some pretty gusty winds in here. Definitely don't want to be outside during this storm. I'll tell you that. It's not the biggest, baddest severe thunderstorm warning I've ever seen, but it's definitely some gusty winds, heavy rain, and a lot of lightning. Do not want to be outside. Don't take shelter, but don't be outside. Go indoors. If you're not at home and you're shopping, just go into a business. They won't mind. Sure, they love to try to sell you something. Yeah, again, that's Flora in the path of the storm. Lotus, Bellwood, Vows Mill, Provincial. Really, Victoria. It seems like this wind is starting to consolidate more to the south here. It is getting stronger. So Cyprus is about to get hit by some of these winds. It's traveling pretty perpendicular to State Route Force 94. Flora is also in the path of this. If you're driving on State Route 20, State Route 478, in between Flora and Bellwood, be ready, because it's coming. Zoom out here to make sure I'm not getting tunnel vision. Alright, so we are going to check on the fires. So this is the Hemetz fire. As you can see, those pyrocumulus clouds right here are getting quite intense. And you can see, so judging by yesterday, what I was able to see at night, that is the head of the fire, the front of the fire front. And as of currently, the fire is 7,000 acres. Let's go over to it over here. Why not? So we probably do have an update. We gotta go to current. So this is the satellite indicated hotspots. And so far it hasn't really moved much, which is good. It really does seem like, let's make sure that we're completely updated. Awesome. Yeah, it does seem like they're really getting a good hold on this. I wonder if the incident reports have it yet. Emmett, Fairview. Still no. That's crazy. They still don't have it. Maybe they're giving it a different official name. And this is the Big Bear. Big Bear Lake, or Big Bear Mountain fire. So as you can see, it hasn't moved much since yesterday in terms of towards Big Bear. The fire is back in this direction. Here's that ski slope. And there's a little neighborhood here. There's a business district. What it looks like down here But in terms of advancing down that mountain towards Big Bear City, it seems like it did what we thought it would do, which is burn this way and not so much this way, which is great news. The fire smoke is more vertical, meaning that the winds aren't too high today, which is good news. I'm thinking firefighters will be able to make some progress on containing this today. Here's the fire risk for today. As you can see, we have an extreme fire risk. Northern Montana. Critical fire risk for Butte, Pendleton, and in Oregon. We have a slight risk today in Butte and Billings. South of Great Falls. Slight risk near Boise. East of Medford. So we're going to be watching all those areas today. Could become a busy day. Or it could just be another chill stream. But because of these clouds, at least from a visible satellite perspective, it's going to be hard to see these fires. And also, we'll be able to see them poke through whenever we can over here. It looks like this one is starting to flare up, which is what we didn't want. Let's go over to the fire map. I want to see this northern Idaho one. So not much has changed from yesterday. This is where that population center is here. All around here. Does look like this little tiny guy is starting to advance. We're gonna have to keep our eye on that one. I want to see if we can get eyes on this. Does this... Let's go regions. Actually, I want to keep this cam, so let's open up another. We'll probably have like 1,000 tabs open by the end of the night. All right. Regions home. Okay. Do we have Idaho? Might. Do not have Idaho. The sky's up here. Man, look at that. It looks like Mars. Because of all that smoke. Let's check the evacuations. Evacuations. What does this? Like, I'll click it. Evacuation. Damn it. Many homeowners are ignoring evacuation owners, according to KTLA. Fairview Fire and Hemet Fire is now 7,091 acres. Mosquito fire. Where's the mosquito fire? InstaWeb, that's this. Mosquito fire. 1,203 acres. Evacuations have been ordered for this one. Let's see what the deal is. Is this it? Let's get some more information on this. Go to incident. Mosquito fire is burning north of Oxbow Reserve in brush, tinder, and very steep and inaccessible terrain. Fire is currently estimated 1,203 and is 0% contained. Evacuation orders: Bath Road and Mosquito Ridge, west of Idlewood Road, streets north of Blackhawk Lane, north of Forest Hill Road. Okay. So it looks like they are... Let's see if we can get eyes on this one. It's a DFW. Where exactly are we here? Northwest, and I mean northeast of, and then west of Lake Tahoe. Okay. Where's Lake Tahoe? There's Lake Tahoe. So this is the mosquito fire. Wow. Phew. Seems to be burning pretty strong. See if we can get a closer angle on this. It's going that way. This one should have closer. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, Liam. Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm gonna check back in over the severe thunderstorm. Still nothing too crazy. I would say they're probably going to expire this pretty soon. Unless there's some big hail. No. Yeah, they're gonna expire that, probably. I don't see anything too concerning about that storm. Another outflow boundary moving south here. Is that moving south? Yes. Interacting with that Gulf moisture. We also have some pop-up thunderstorms in Texas, near Houston. About to roll through Houston. Bunch of lightning. Jersey Village. Moving southwest. Just be moving pretty quickly, but velocities are nothing impressive. Probably looks scary though. And check out this one. Nothing too crazy. Go check in the area where our big risk for Wow, are you kidding me? Look at that. That is the definition of a radar hole, where you just cannot even see a storm. You know what? This is in Oregon. We might be able to get a camera on this. Dang it. Might be in a radar hole, but if I can get a camera on it, I will. Where is it? Southeast near Burns. Okay. There's Bend. This is gonna be our best chance right here. That's no help. Alright. I guess when there's nothing to look at, these cameras just go insane. Where's Burns? I'm guessing this one does the same. Nope. Well, I was hoping we'd be able to get a cam on this one, but well, it looks like all the cams spin around like crazy out here. There's Bend. So Burns is more way out here. Okay. Maybe there's still hope. Cal Fire and County Fire, West Radio is really active. Okay. Alright, I had the Discord up just in case you hear some. Okay, so there's Ben. Where's Burns? Will not be defeated by this radar hole. Dang it. I will see this storm. Why must you do that? Where's the storm? Where's the storm? Is that it? Burns should be like right here. I hate these maps. Can we get a street map maybe? Will that be better? There it is. Okay, there's Burns. So this camera, which is the one we were looking at, looking south. There must be somebody on the ground that's reporting this fire or this storm. It'd just be too smoky to see, you know. There could be a There could be a big storm behind all that haze. Hard to tell. We have been defeated by the radar hole, unfortunately. Sad times. Alright, enough with that. Back over to this severe thunderstorm warning. We got a little inflow. Not terribly concerning yet. Still 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, radar indicated. We live in Lotus, Keeley, or Kyle, Kistachi, and Mink. Down the line, Kurthwood, Alco. We consider going indoors for the next hour, if you can. What's going on with this storm? A little bit concerning. Need to keep an eye on that. There's no tornado risk for today, but can't rule out a landspout in the middle of nowhere. Is that a fire? Oh wow. That thing is burning. Those winds. 64 mile per hour winds on this fire. Which fire is this? Just northeast of Missoula. Boulder Lake, 23 acres. Hello, Lola. Is this it? Really? This little tiny thing. What's causing all that? See if we can get an eye on it. Well, thank you. I will see you later. Hi and then bye. That's not really showing us much. Does not seem to be any cameras in Montana, unfortunately, and that's where the extreme risk is. Looks like we're going to have to monitor it. Bye! Looks like we're going to have to monitor it with radar the best we can. if this one's showing up on radar yet. Not helpful. So nice. It'll take a little while. I gotta wait for the bread to mold, but this is kind of crazy though. This is a tiny little fire, but it is having explosive growth right now. Right when that little wind gust hits it, it goes nuts. See how it shifts directions just like that. So if you were sitting right here and you were looking at the smoke, it would have shifted right over your house. Oof. I bet you the Hemet's fire today is showing up on radar. Right there. Higher the winds today. 13, 11 miles per hour. It's not too crazy, but it's enough to be concerned. Especially for all those houses down there. Let's go check into our Hemet fire cam. Uh-oh. Computer's running a little slow today. It must be hot. Oh yeah. I cook some eggs on my computer right now. Look for some updates on the Hemet fire. Looks like we got something I can show here. So this is on the ground looking at the Hemet fire. It's definitely still growing. 7,500 acres. Let's move this back over here. Oh, come on. We got a time lapse I could show. Where is that from? This is from the same ones that we're looking at. It is beyond me why some of these cameras just rotate like that. Okay, here's another angle on the Hemet's fire. Come on, you can do it, computer. Looks bad, I'll tell you that much. Here's another angle, looks like. This is looking from the south to north. Wow. Look at those pyrocumulus. Whew. Check in on this. Check on the fire in Big Bear. That concerns me a little bit. You see how some of the smoke is starting to slowly drift this way? We could be experiencing, unfortunately, a wind shift in the wrong direction. Fire retention, relative humidity, gusting southeast, 16 miles per hour. Glads Road. So evacuation orders for the Radford fire near Big Bear are from Glass Road to South Fork River Road, Beverly Lane, south to 2N10 and 2N08, west of Castle Rock, Summit Boulevard east to Club View, and Evergreen south. The area of Club View to Angeles, Camp Road, and Vine Ave, south of Lassen Drive, Summit Boulevard, east to McAllister Road, east of Highway 18 and Fox Farm Road, south to Evergreen Road. The evacuation center, so everybody knows, is Big Bear High School, 351 Maple Lane, Big Bear. Please call the San Bernardino Animal Care for assistance if you need to evacuate your animals. All schools in Big Bear Valley Unified Schools are closed on Wednesday, September 7th, including Fallsvale School. Just an FYI there. We got a, looks like an upgraded graphic here. Updated graphic. See if I can make that larger for y'all. This is probably a more accurate depiction of where the fire is. Very blurry. Not very helpful. I can show this. So this was the Hemet's fire earlier, a time lapse of it. Absolutely crazy. Just looking for updates right now. Why does that keep coming back over here? Move it. That is weird. Here we go. I just had to go all the way over. That was annoying. Here's the Hemet's fire down here. Big Bear. Mosquito fire. Other than that, oh, so we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. We have a couple. All right, we're gonna do severe weather for a little bit. All right, so this one's pretty much, well, was dead. All right, so for this one, there are some decent velocities in this pocket here. So that's Alco, Hutton. It looks like these velocities are moving this way. Seems to be the trend. So Hutton, Alco, Simpson, Mayo. You were in the path. Earthwood. And Nat Coco. In the long run, Hawthorne. Oh, that didn't work. I guess there's no cities that picked up. I draw it directly over a city. There we go. 38 minutes in Echo. So yeah, if you're in the path of the storm, it is not severe warning. Severe warning was just dropped. Okay, that's what I thought. But I mean, this cluster right here, definitely worth taking a look at. We'll circle back to it after I stop drawing lines here. Okay, it looks like we got some hail. With this storm right here. Best look at is from here. Nope. No hail. So looking pretty high up into the storm. Really hard to tell. This is in a radar hole here. Some broad rotation. And, oh God. Can't really tell much from this, but if you live in Butte, La Rose, Rycade, Chattahola Cove, and down the line, Bayou, Cheney, Bayou, Chene, I think. Yeah, if you live in any of those areas, stay indoors. The storm is coming. Pretty high velocity near Lake Charles. Let's go look at this one over here near Round Rock. Some very small hail that just passed through Elm Ridge. Moving southwest. Head to Bone, Cummins Crossing, Texas, Sharp, Texas, San Gabriel, Texas. You were in the path of the storm. We'll be there over the next 10-15 minutes, so please stay indoors. Check the velocities on this one. Very broad rotation there. Keep an eye on that one. It's gonna jump back and forth between these storms. Lake Charles. Some pretty intense velocities down here. 42. This is right next to the radar too. This is gusting out, this line here. Is there anybody in the path of this storm? You live in Hackett's Corner, Sweet Lake, Grand Lake, Hackberry, Gibbstown, Creole, Cameron, Oak Grove. You're in the path of the storm. Let's do some timing on this. It's honestly the most impressive on the velocities, to be quite frank, that I can see. Now, unfortunately for this one storm near Baton Rouge, it is basically in a radar hole, so we're going to really struggle to see anything with this storm. Just the really upper atmosphere, well, not the upper atmosphere, but the mid-levels of this storm. There's some broad rotation. Dare I even look at this? But can't see anything enough to really say anything about it. Unfortunately. Lots of scattered showers out here. Make sure we're not getting tunnel vision. Oh, there's also a severe thunderstorm warning in Florida. What's going on with this? Whoa! Look at that! This entire line just does not move. It just convects and stays still. That, I don't think... I mean, it doesn't move at all. It's just... So let's see. This is near Fort Myers. So let's do something. We'll go here. Copy. Okay, so what we got here? Such an odd line of storms. Pretty intense, not intense pocket. I mean, that's like 20, 30 miles per hour winds. Maybe not even 30. Am I missing something here? It is quite far away. Again, this is another one of those storms that's hard to see because it's in a radar hole. But if I go over here to the high res, Arborwood. Honestly, I can't see any reason for this to be warned at all. They must be getting some reports from the ground that I can't access. Go over to Twitter real quick. Storm. Florida. Yay, Lola's back. Winds over 40 miles per hour. So this storm must be gusting in between radar scans here, because I haven't been able to see anything too concerning. Not a lot of reports coming out of this area. So we are gonna go circle around back over here. Round Rock. There's a storm. Severe warned. Let's go check to see what they're talking about. 60 mile per hour winds and quarter-sized hail, they're saying. Not sure if I believe that. Pretty intense winds. 35. 2022. Very broad rotation. If you can even say it's rotating at all. It looks like it hailed out there for a little bit south of Elm Ridge. Back to here. What's this? Pretty broad rotation with this, if any at all. I guess this is the radar that they're looking at it with. You get like 20, 24 miles per hour in the mid-levels. Possibly a decent sized storm north of Doosan. Possibly some pea-sized hail there. Most likely, though, heavy rain. No refreshes. So winds like. Winds really aren't too intense. Storms look pretty mean over here. These were severe storm warned earlier. Let me tell you, these ones are packing the biggest winds we've seen. Look at this. 44. Near Anacoco. You definitely need to be indoors if you're in Anacoco. Anything else I can see? If you live near Vernon Lake, off of Trigger Trap Drive, State Route 392. This storm is producing some pretty hefty gusts coming your way. They might be brief. They might not make it to you, but definitely if you live in Anacoco, you should be indoors. Trying to learn Spanish. Oof. I tried that once. Failed miserably. Definitely gonna keep an eye on this one. They might severe warn that. We got another severe warning near Orange. Another area of broad rotation. This is north of Orange, West Orange Cove. Very heavy rain, lots of lightning over Echo, Little Cypress. This one over here has got an interesting shape. That's the end of that story. So yeah, let's go to the velocities. Check them out. So we got another severe warning on this. Oh, finally, on this line of storms here. The ones that had the higher velocities earlier. Yeah. So we're talking, they've increased 38, 45 on that side. But 60, up to 60 miles per hour. On the right side here. If you live in Sweet Lake, Gibbstown, Hackberry, and near the coast, Cameron, Holly Beach, Oak Grove, Creole. Again, this is a pretty powerful wind or gust front coming through. Mainly the cold pool of air interacting with the onshore moisture. This storm over here is starting to die down. Let's go back over here. I'm surprised they didn't issue a severe warning for this one yet. I mean, look at this. You're talking 60, 64, and this is right next to the radar too, so some of that's probably making it to the ground. A little bit of broad rotation in there, but nothing too concerning yet. We're gonna hop back over to Texas here quick. The storm seems to be disorganizing. Kind of like my entire house. Really disorganized. But there are still some gusty winds. 44, 46. We live in Cumming Crossings. Cummins Crossings, Davila, Valverde. Down the line, Donahoe, Friendship, Barrett. This storm is coming your way. It'll most likely die out here as it becomes outflow dominant, but definitely worth keeping an eye on. Go indoors. The easiest thing you can do to combat a severe warned thunderstorm. As I thought, this storm is incredibly weak and probably shouldn't have been severe warned in the first place. Maybe they got a report or something. It is possible that it dropped some hail and they got a report that we can't see. So we're just gonna chop it up to that. What we got over here? The main thing that I'm concerned though over here is the rain. Lots of rain. Not really moving. Right in this area. I mean, really, all the way up this line. Hopefully it chokes itself out. The cold pool should choke it out. But moving back over here to Lake Charles, this is probably our most intense storm. Unless they decide to warn this one. It's so hard to do this all by myself sometimes. I jump back and forth. I'll get better at it as time moves on. Okay. Yeah, as you can see here, I mean, this is a pretty intense pocket of winds. See if I can get any updates here on Twitter. All right. So it looks like the heavy winds, about 30 to 40 miles an hour, about to start to move through Gibbstown. They're going to be traveling along Highway 27. Eventually make its way into Creole. Gotta go, but I'll probably come back later. Spend too much time on my computer. I typed all that with my eyes closed. Impressive. Back over to the storm in orange. All outflow dominant, by the way. Most of these storms. Man, look at that. Are you kidding me? How is that not severe warned storm? Like, how is that not severe warned? Look at that. 70, 80, 105? There's no way that's making it down to the ground, right? I mean, if that's making it down to the ground, that's crazy. I mean, this could take down trees, rip off roofs of like weak sheds, and blow over warehouses. Like, this is absolutely crazy. If you live in Anico, make sure that you are indoors. Do not be outside. These are very intense winds that are just about to come over you. Vernon Lake. If you live east of Highway 171 near Anico, Trigger Trap, Roy Ave, Tilly Drive, Clements Road. What is that? It's not a glitch. This is real. 114? There's no way this is making it to the ground, but some of this has to be. This could be a wet ball or a wet wow, look at that. Downburst. We're still at 70 over in Anico. 68. Again, this is heading towards Holly Grove Road, Clemens Road, near Anico, Louisiana. Trigger Trap Drive is next in line. Gus Brown Road. These are very dangerous and high winds. Like, I still don't know how this is not severe warned. I'm sorry, that should be a severe warned storm. Look at this one. Down here, it's not even coming close to those winds, and it's severe warned. Unless the radar just broke. Which it doesn't look like it. Okay, we got another refresh. The winds are now near Holly Grove Road, Roy Ave, Port Arthur. They're not as strong. It seems to be some type of microburst. As this gusts out, it should only last for a little bit. Clemens Road, Trigger Trap, McConaughey Road. This is near Anico in Louisiana. These are very high and dangerous winds. Go indoors. They were hurricane force earlier. They are dying down, but still take this very seriously. If you live around Vernon Lake, make sure that you are inside your house. Do not go outside. This is a very dangerous situation. The upper tilts here. Okay, it's now pushing through. Just got a new update. McConaughey Road, you're about to get hit. If you're not hit already, Josie Road. It's next in line. This is near Anaco in Louisiana. Josie Road, off of Trigger Trap Drive. South Camp Baker Trace. You are in the path of this wind. State Route 392 goes down where it connects into 111. If you live in that area, make sure you are indoors taking shelter. This is a huge storm. This is like the biggest random spike of wind I have ever seen in like watching radar. I mean, this came out of nowhere. I think we just witnessed a microburst. In between here. Currently looking on Facebook to see if there are any updates on this storm. Some pictures through the trees, but that's about it. I mean, check this out. Look at this. Right here. It hit upwards to 80. This is near the radar site. Wasn't severe warned. I hate these little boxes, how you compress them. There it is. There's the severe thunderstorm warning. Wind 70 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorm was located along the line extended from many to 6 miles southeast of Anaco near Ross Pine, moving southwest at 35 miles per hour. That's crazy. Took them that long. I mean, the storm already happened. Here we go. We got another big gust down here. Moving south of Sweet Lake. This is close again to the radar site. We're looking 60 miles an hour. 62. Some of these are going to be making it to the ground. Gibbstown, you've probably got a small one. But if you live... Doesn't look like there's a lot of people that live in between here, but this is heading towards the shore. Creole, Cameron, Oak Grove. Hopefully the onshore winds slow down this gust front. And I'm telling you, a lot of these storms are gusting out pretty strong here. Trees will be blown over, power outages will happen. Yeah, not much at all, but I mean, there is Cameron. Cameroon. A lot of people live there. That's inflow. Okay. Just making sure. Little broad rotation over there. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that. Yeah, the main people that are in front of this severe thunderstorm Like the big parts of these winds here is Creole, Oak Grove. That's down the line. Let me see if I can get the approximate motion here. Moving south at 15. Go off here. Here. I'll storm track from very tip of here. Creole and Oak Grove. 15 miles per hour. Creole, 28 minutes. So in 28 minutes, you guys got to be indoors. We'll overlook most of it out, so it's less people in the path. Okay. Well, I guess technically it's a bad situation turned good in a way. One way to think positive. But man, this storm near Anico was crazy. This storm was not severe warned. Look at this. When this happened. Let me see if I can. This dang freaking thing always pops up when I click. I need to figure out how to turn that off. But right there. 70, 78. Looked like it was a microburst of some sort. But I mean, we still got some pretty decent winds here. Moving through. I haven't warned anybody in front of this area. Near Buckshot Road. Camp Baker Road, you are about to get, are currently probably getting hit. Down the line is Tibbet Road near State Route 111, Parish Road 116 off of 111, Brooks Hill, Old River Road. All of you guys are in the path of these 50 to, or I would say 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. These can take down trees, move umbrellas, trampolines. Do not be outside during the storm. There's also lots of lightning with this. So we got a little bit of small hail here. East of Pickering, Elmwood, or west of Pickering, south of Elmwood. We do have a little bit of time before this storm goes through Cameroon. And Creole. Yep, it's mainly Creole in the path of this storm now. I'm gonna shift my focus most likely up there. This one looks suspicious earlier. Still pretty broad. I'm gonna make sure I'm not getting too tunnel visioned here. Texas, Florida, Texas, Texas. Okay, yeah, we're getting a little. I'm gonna start doing rapid fire here. We're just gonna go from storm to storm to storm. So pay attention if I'm over your area. Okay, this storm near Cummings Crossing. It's about to put it in motion here. About to move through Friendship, Davila, Laneport, San Gabriel, Detmold. Velocities 20 to 30 miles an hour. If you're in the path of the storm, I would just suggest you go inside. That's all you need to do. All you need to do. And this is where the slight risk is, up in Montana. See if we do have radar on it. Check the velocities. Oh yeah. It's hard to tell with this. I guess this is just a gust front. Very gusty winds. No rain or hail or anything associated with these. These are very dangerous up here. We have a fire risk up here that is quite high, and this is why. You have a lot of storms that might drop dry lightning. Let's check over here just to make sure that nothing should be. Oh yeah, look at this. Very close to the radar near Missoula. East of Missoula, we got 60, 70 mile per hour winds. Let's see who's in the path. Not a lot of people live out here. If you live along Highway 20, way down the line, Cascade, Ulm, you're about to get some pretty gusty winds coming through here. All right, moving right along. Back down here. Oh, gosh. Back down here. Winds are still pretty high over here. Southwest of Anaco. Not a lot of cities to call out here. A couple roads. You guys have already been warned. If you're in this area, east of Hayden's, you got some pretty hefty winds coming your way. 40 to 50, sometimes gusting up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. So stay indoors. If you are in Anaco, see how the reflectivity. The storm is almost past in Hennico, Hawthorne. Give it a couple more minutes. There's gonna still be lightning, so I still wouldn't go outside, but the rain will end in a couple minutes. Let's go back down to Lake Charles. Lake Charles. Velocities. Still pretty high up there. Again, I mean, there's more than just Creole in the path of this storm, but where the main concerning winds are, I mean, other than right in this little pocket, looks like we just got an update. 50 to 60-mile-per-hour winds. Around it is 40-mile-per-hour winds. Still pretty gusty, 30 to 40-mile-per-hour winds over here. Cameroon, Holly Beach, Creole, Oak Grove. I guarantee you, this is probably one of the craziest looking shelf clouds. Hopefully somebody gets a picture of that. All right, moving over. Back over to Round Rock. Check out the velocities. Nothing too crazy, 20 to 30. 20 to 30, this is near radar, so we can assume that some of these are making it to the ground. About to pass through Sharp, San Gabriel, Hare, Laneport. It's coming your way, Friendship, Elm Grove. Cheer indoors. Going back over. See if we can see this one near Boise now. Can. With these. This is very high up in the atmosphere. Really can't tell much about that storm. Let's see what they're saying. Maybe they got some ground reports. Could knock down tree limbs, blow around unsecured objects. Strong storm. Wind gust of 50 to 55 miles per hour. And there is some lightning. This is not good. This area is very dry. Like these lightning strikes right here, they could cause another fire, and that would grow pretty fast. We might have to switch here into fire coverage. Fire slash severe storm coverage in this area. Alright, over here. Again, near Deer Lodge. North of Deer Lodge, coming towards Helena. Cascade. Again, these are 40 to 60 mile per hour winds on the leading edge. Very gusty winds. No crazy rain. Couple strikes of lightning are possible, but the main threat with these, basically, waves of wind is what I'm going to call them, is the fire threat. And falling trees. So be indoors. Again, back over here in Billings. Winds aren't going too crazy yet, but definitely need to keep track of them. Yeah, it could be moving faster than what is indicated here, because there's not a lot of wind and rain that this radar can track. All right, going back down. Oh, looks like we got a new thunderstorm warning near Orlando. Let's check it out. Not really moving fast at all. Possibly, mainly just very heavy rain. Velocities are pretty tame. Just very, very heavy rain. And a lot of lightning. So if you live in Astatula, Howie High Clay Island, Ferndale, Monteverde, Orange Blossom, Manula, or anywhere in between Manula along Highway 27 all the way up to Howie in the hills, if you live in these areas, you need to be taking cover. Going inside. Not really taking shelter, but going inside and making sure that you're not outside during that storm. I want to go check back down into Fort Myers. But this is kind of crazy. Look at this. It is not moving at all. And it's still over there. Let's check out how much rain has dropped here. Could have a flash flood here happen. Hello, Gabe. Yes, lots of rain. We're talking 2 to 3 inches an hour out here. That is nuts. I'm going to put that in the rotation here as we go back and around. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning near Baton Rouge. Restricted velocities. Velocity's not going too crazy, not seeing any rotation. Let's go back in time here. Possibly some small hails falling. If you live in the woods, Plantation Acres, Fox Run, Round Oak, Highland Community, Bully, and Hope Villa, you're in the path of this storm and it's going to be coming in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure that you are indoors. Let's move on. South of Lake Charles, coming towards Creole and Oak Grove. Let's check back in on this storm. Winds are still pretty gusty here. 40 to 50 miles per hour in this little area right here, north of Sabrine National Wildlife Refuge. If you work in that area or you're camping there, stay, I guess, in your tent, or if you can find a cave. Hold on. 1 second. I hate to leave you guys. I'm just going to be 5 seconds. Chazzy. My dog was going nuts. We back. Back in the rotation. All right. So yes, Creole's looks like the winds are shifting a little bit more to the west. So it looks like Creole's gonna dodge a bullet. If you're at the beach, anywhere in between Oak Grove and Cameroon, make sure that you are seeking shelter. Do not want to be outside for this one. Let's go back up to this one near Anaco. Wow, still some big winds with this one. Now going through Haddon's, Toledo, South Toledo Bend. These things are moving fast too. Look at this. All right, going over. Appears to be a lake. It looks like Clarktown. Yeah. Let's get a renewed understanding of what is going. All right, so Fairmont, Clarktown, Mayflower, down the line. It's coming faster. Just be indoors. It's easy, just like that. Go indoors. Thank you, Gabe. Looks like we do have some pea-sized hail possible, maybe quarter-sized. Let me check here. Yes, quarter-sized hail falling north of Caney. Again, you do not want to be outdoors basically for this entire line. I mean, there's lightning all down this line. You know, if you live anywhere in front of this line, it's going to be rainy. It's going to ruin your day. Just go inside. That simple. Alright, moving back over to Round Rock. Looks like the storm is becoming outflow dominant, and it is dying. Not many winds to worry about. They'll probably let that one expire. We do get a pretty nasty storm over here in Houston. Check this one out really quick. South of Houston. Check the velocities. Around 20 to 30 miles per hour, going towards Bushran, Bonnie, Holiday Lakes, Lockridge, Otay, Guy. Let's go back up here. Looks like this one's been now severe warned. Near Boise. High res velocity. Still hard to tell. Very high up in the atmosphere. They must be getting reports on the ground. But I guess I can do some callouts, if there are any, to make. Looks like this is all up in the mountains. Not even seeing any roads. Oh, here's some roads. Druzy. You live in Druzy. Anywhere north of Highway 20 to about 20 miles or south. Near Warm Springs Reservoir. Make sure you're indoors. You're home alone right now? Congrats. I'm always home alone. Always alone. Always home. You should make a movie about me. I got some broad rotations out here. There is a small risk for land spouts. Yeah, you can really tell near the ground. Right there, I mean, look at that. It looks like a shockwave. That's a moving. These fires up here are gonna explode. If you live anywhere in this area, make sure you're paying attention. You see smoke near you, check in with your local fire department. Isn't there one? Yes, there's just one near Orlando. There's the radar out here. Is this, look at the storm? Alright, this is looking pretty high up in the atmosphere, unfortunately. Still dropping a decent amount of rain. Very, very broad rotation, if you can even call it that. That's about it. How's Fort Myers doing? There's the radar. Fort Myers. I guess this is it. I'd be funny story. My little brother's an actor. Yeah, Fort Myers is still getting rained on, but it looks like it's becoming cold pool dominant. Could I be able to type in the announcement thing in Discord? Kinda busy right now. Do whatever you want in the Discord. Looks like these winds down here are dying down. They're Oak Grove. Still 40s to 60. Isolated gusts. Looks like the shelf has moved out to sea, and the winds will follow. Let's make sure nowhere else has any gusty winds. These ones have been slowly getting stronger here. Look at that. Almost tried to do something there. It almost did. Alright, let's go check back over in Anico. Some decent DBZs coming out of this storm. Again, these is probably nickel to quarter-sized hail. Check out the velocities on this and a closer radar. Oh my gosh, it's picking back up again. That can't be right. 116? It's probably a glitch. Yeah, I think it's glitched. At least on that leading edge. So, but I mean, back behind it, you're talking 70 to 60 mile per hour. About to go over South Toledo Bend. See what it looks like on reflectivity here. Unimpressive. Yeah, this thing's been going crazy in the past, over the past hour. So again, guys, this is heading towards Mayflower, Weak Settlement, Fairmont, Clarktown. Further down the line, Harrisburg, New Blocks, Collins, Horton. Do we still have a severe warning in Texas? Yes, we do. Yeah, that one's died. Okay, I mean, if you live in Parma, this is Oregon and Idaho. We're now in Vail, Oregon, Weiser, Ontario, Nisa, Parma, Caldwell, Nampa, Kuna, Emmett, near Boise, which is Idaho. Make sure that you are indoors. Got some very gusty winds coming through here shortly. This is over in Montana. Hard Custer, Millstone. You're in the path of this big gust of winds. You're up next, they say. Well, it's been doing that. I'm not sure if that radar is glitched or not. Okay, the severe thunderstorm near Orlando has been allowed to expire. That is now out of the rotation. Still have one near Baton Rouge. It's kind of in a radar hole. All right, Gabe. Thanks for coming through. Hopefully all your mealworms are doing well. All right, these winds down here about to go through Cameroon and exit out of Louisiana here shortly. So hopefully you guys are indoors like I asked you to be. I need a drink of water. See you, Gabe. Yeah, we're gonna hyper focus down here for a little bit. Give me a very strong winds. About to end up into Mayflower, Indian Hills, Weak Settlement, Harrisburg, Horton. We're talking 69, 59. Mile per hour winds. These can take down trees, power poles. Speaking of power poles, I'm gonna check out power outage USA. Yes, it looks like this storm in the county of Vernon that had 80 mile per hour winds, radar estimated, has knocked out power to 4,845 people. Fortunately, gonna leave that up. Zero people here. I don't know what went wrong. Looks like yesterday was just an anomaly. For reports right now on Facebook. Tanaco storm. A lot of people reporting power outages. Yeah, these winds are about to move out of southern Louisiana. wearing. Be right back. All right. Still some very gusty winds. And now it is moving into Texas. So that's Weirgate, Indian Hills, Maddox, Shankerville, Fairsville, Jamestown, Harrisburg, Huff Creek, Texas, Weak Settlement, Texas. You guys are all in the path of these damaging winds that have already caused 4,000 power outages in Louisiana, and now it is in Texas. We shall see if the trend of power outages continue. Got a new update. Hail with these storms is 2 inches. Two-inch hail, that is. Dangerous hail. You do not want to be outside if you're in the path of the storm. These storms down here are moving out over the ocean as we speak. It seems the wind threat is pretty much over with these storms. They will allow these to expire soon. Really, the only concerning storm at this point is this one, so we're going to stay on this one. Nobody's here. Take a look. Now, almost 6,000 power outages from this storm in Vernon County. Surely it'll start moving into Texas. These power outages, that is. This little bit of wind is going to be in Jamestown in 19 minutes. Holly Springs, Jasper, 48 minutes. Again, this is 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. Almost 70 mile per hour winds. Just about to enter into Liberty. Going into Jamestown next. If you're in the path of the storm, please go inside. It's that easy. This is in Texas, by the way. This storm has already caused 6,000 power outages in Louisiana. So we got a little bit of hail showing up. Probably around pea size to quarter size, possibly even bigger. I know that they're saying 2-inch hail with this storm. Is possible. Lots of rain. Lots and lots of rain with this. And very high winds. So if you live north of Liberty, into Jamestown, South Holly, or Holly Springs, Huff Creek, the storm is coming towards you. I can give you the exact timing here. That is 13 minutes to Jamestown. Holly Springs in 20 minutes. Keithton in 26 minutes. About to enter Liberty right now. This is literally the only... I mean, there's other severe thunderstorms. They might have let them... Oops. Expire by now. Let's go down there and check. So these line of storms here. Lots of heavy rain entering into the area. There is a special marine warning in front of this. Thunderstorm, wind gust of nearly 50 knots and small hail. But the heavy winds that were associated with this earlier, they were gusting up to 60 miles an hour, as you can see right there. Have now entered over the ocean. So that's good. So this is really the biggest threat. Looks like it has moved through Liberty. I think it's going a little bit further to the south here. So if you live in Quicksand, Newton, also be aware. 50 to 60 mile per hour winds coming your way. It's associated with this gust front here. A lot of these winds aren't deep in the rain. Let's zoom out here. Make sure I'm not getting tunnel vision. Still have these severe thunderstorms near Boise. Coming to view here. Let's see what they're saying. 60 mile per hour winds with almost nickel to quarter sized hail here. Lots of fires in this area. Going over to Billings, Montana. Very gusty winds. Hard to see these because there's a lot of mountains up here, but just off of what we could tell, 30 to 40 mile per hour winds, 30 to 50 mile per hour winds near Warden, Montana. Just went through Ballantine. About next in path of these winds is Man, Newton, and Nib. And down the line is Pompey's Pillar and Bull Mountain. Yeah, this one over here is in Oregon. We've got fires all up in this area, one over here, all up and down Idaho, and here. Once these warnings down in the south here take a break. See, that one has expired. That's good news. Still got this storm in Texas. This is Texas. Winds are moving through Liberty. Looks like they're starting to move through Jamestown, Huff Creek, Holly Springs, Keithton, possibly even Newton. Quicksand is now in the winds. These winds can blow over trees, take out power. It's already taken out power to 6,000 people in Louisiana. I can show you that right now. As you can see right here, bam. 5,924. Which is where that storm just went through in Louisiana. Below it, 1,301. It's actually 6% of that county. Interesting. And above it, 467. So around 6,000 to 7,000 people have lost power as a result of these storms. We can check Texas to see if those power outages are transferring over here. Guess. Let me make sure I'm getting the right counties here. So this would be about there. So let's go to here, this. 1,400 people without power in Texas because of this storm. So we got another hail core organizing with the storm east of Strington. 61 to 64 dBZs here, which typically indicates penny to nickel, maybe even quarter-sized hail. That would be at max quarter-sized hail. Go over to the velocities, still very impressive. 40 to 50, 60 mile per hour wind gusts in this thing still. Jamestown, it's about to head into your area. Please be indoors. Newton, about time for you to get indoors, just in case this makes it down to you. Holly Springs, Huff Creek, you already know. So, make sure we're not missing anything. Let's see, my radar omega glitching out a little bit. Let me do this and back it back out. Okay. Manually have to find it with our eyes. Yeah. Not seeing any other severe warnings except for up there, Montana. Alright, good news. It does look like the winds from... Let me show you what happened earlier. This is crazy. It went through Anaco, and then it gusted out again, so... When it was in Anaco, let me see if I can get that very beginning frame here. It's about 50 to 60 in a cluster. Before that, it was like 60 to 70, upwards into 80. There's even some small portions with upwards to 100 mile per hour winds near Anaco. And then as we got over here, it was 60, 70. And then it gusted out yet again, 60 to 70. It keeps going, dying, reconsolidating, but I think it appears that it is finally weakening. I have to keep an eye on it though, just to make sure. Any questions, feel free to put them in chat. I'm gonna go check on the Billings fire, or the Radford fire really quick, just to make sure the winds haven't shifted. This is near Big Bear City in California. Seems to be not gusty at all. Right now, today, this is where the severe thunderstorm warnings are in the north, in Oregon and Montana. Very, very dry conditions. I've already seen some dry lightning strike out of some of these storms, and they're going to cause fires. We're going to get a lot of fires out of this area, and the winds are high. 40 to 60, sometimes even 70 miles per hour. Could be getting upwards to 80 up in this extreme fire risk, this purple area at the top here. So we're probably going to switch into fire mode. So what we've been watching is all these severe thunderstorms down in this area. So as those die, we're gonna switch into fire mode here pretty soon. I'm still watching this one. Even though there is only one person here. Who knows where that one person lives? Never know. Where do you live? One person. Oh, it's Liam. I guess today no one just cares about whether maybe I did something wrong. Extreme fire risk and severe storm coverage. California, Texas, Montana, Idaho, and Oregon. I don't know, I feel like the title is accurate. I know I'm the only person streaming weather right now, but I guess nobody cares about an old little 80-mile-per-hour storm in Texas. About to head through Newton. Velocities are probably already pushed through. Nope, they're still pushing. Looks like Jamestown. There's a gust of wind that was just captured by the radar near Jamestown. This is probably about 1,000 feet up. Some of this might be making to the ground. 60, 70 mile per hour. Hopefully Jamestown, you listened to me. Which you probably didn't, because when I've been announcing your city, no one was here. So Jamestown, Holly Springs, Huff Creek. Need to go indoors. There's also some hail with this storm. Pea-sized to quarter-sized hail. 62 over here north of Quicksand. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of the main story right here, this one storm. Let me go see if there's any reports. There's got to be reports on this storm. It's knocked out power to nearly 8,000 people, set almost 9,000 people at this point. Near York. Initial reports of a building with significant damage in York, Alabama. Huh? One of these storms? So this is York. Who is in a massive radar hole. Yeah, you can kind of see something happen there. Reflectivity. Hard to tell. Especially when it's in such a massive radar hole. Maybe this gets it better here. My favorite food is buffalo wings. I love buffalo wings. I would eat them for every meal if I could. Going back over here, wow, look at it. It's popping off again. So we got 70 to 60 mile per hour winds, 73, 60, 79, 69 again. Just north of Newton. Again going through Jamestown, Keaton, Zion Hill. This storm and these winds have had a history of knocking down power lines, putting down trees. You do not want to be outside during the storm. Lots of lightning too. Pasta. Nice. What kind of pasta? Is it like spaghetti or Alfredo, ramen, chicken, shrimp? New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Any kind. Just pasta in general. Have you ever tried pasta with just butter and salt before? Like spaghetti noodles? Numerous trees and power lines. Pretty good. I'm gonna check out York on Facebook. Posts. Apparently there's a building with significant damage in York, Alabama. This is looking suspicious, south of Newton. No rotation, but definitely some high winds. About to make their way into Holly Springs, Texas. I would imagine Jamestown, hopefully they got out scot-free, but they might have lost power with those winds. Just got another update. Tell you what, that's looking like a supercell. The inflow right here. The outflow boundary, though, is wrapping in. This is a cold pool of air. I haven't seen any rotation, though. Sure as heck looks like classic supercell. It's messy, though. It just looks like it, that's it. This is interesting. Possibly some damage being picked up from the winds there. Let's play a loop of this. Definitely a weird frickin' storm, I'll tell you that. Some pretty interesting rotation up there along this, but this is outflow dominant area. Right here, though, near Newton, I'm waiting for the next radar scan. Hopefully it comes here soon. What I'm assuming to see is that this just turns into a blob. There's not been a tornado in this storm, no, but there has been like 80-mile-per-hour winds with it. And this is what I was hoping would happen. It appears to be turning into a blob. which means it's whatever that little dangly bit it is just a random. It was just a random feature of the storm that made it look like a supercell, but I mean there hasn't been any rotation except for this little area up here. But that could just be some radar interference or some hail. Is there hail up there? No. Just waiting for the updates. You see it tries, but then it just engulfs. As soon as it tries to rotate at all, is that would be the National Weather Service that issues tornado warnings. And then they issue their statement. It's up to the TV stations and local news to take that message and broadcast it in a way that people can understand. Just gonna make sure I'm not getting tunnel vision here. Quick zoom out. I'll look at Boise just really quick while we wait for that in the refresh. They're still not really in view of this radar too well, so we're gonna have to wait on Boise. Anything else? Should be 4. Yes. So let's go here. Go back over to Texas. You see how that completely occluded there? It's because of this cold pull. Still no update yet on the velocity. Maybe if I click play, it'll update. But usually updates once every 5 minutes. I mean, this is 7 minutes for that velocity. The velocities have been the main story with this storm, so it's kind of a shame. Maybe I need to restart. I'm gonna try restarting the program real quick. Here we go. Okay, we're up to date here on the velocities finally. Back over to the reflectivity. Some hail starting to pop up near Newton. Possible penny, nickel to quarter size hail. One of the things that a lot of people talk about is that, you know, with hailstorms, yeah, you can get bigger hail. If Hurricane Kale, whatever the name, were to hit LA, do you think it would put out the Hemet fire? Absolutely. Well, 100%. But it's not going to. It's going to weaken into a tropical storm and track off to the west. Quite significant hail here. Not significant, but definitely increasing in size this scan. Going back over to the velocities. I think the major portions of the velocities are still moving this way. So Keithton, you're now feeling it right now. Zion Hill is next. Roganville is after that. You see, and then every now and then it does this. Because of a, like, I think the same thing happens over, no. But I don't think that, I think that's just a glitch. Radar interference. Very strong winds, 60 to 70 miles an hour. And this is higher up now that the storm is further away, so can't guarantee that all these are coming to the ground, but just be prepared and ready. In Roganville, Zion Hill, Aaron, down the line at Oak Hill, if this storm keeps strength. Yeah, this is probably going to be a pretty long stream. Probably going to stream. Probably going to stream till my voice gives out. Because after this severe thunderstorm warning expires, we're going to be switching into fire mode. I'll go back over here. Very gusty winds over here near Great Falls, Fairfield in particular. Talking 70 to 80 mile per hour winds. Vaughn, you're in the path of this. Watch out. And Ulm. And then Great Falls is next. Alright. See you then. Over near Missoula. Assuming. Is that a fire, right? That's a fire. Pretty sure. Yeah. Near Missoula, this fire is probably taken off. Alright, working my way back down into Texas. Here we are near Newton, Texas. Heaviest winds are still to the north here. Not sure how accurate this radar is at this range. Because this radar right here, saying there ain't nothing there. But then this radar over here is saying 60 mile per hour winds. We even have some pretty intense gate to gate shear right there. Probably just a glitch though again. Yeah, it seems like there's like something. It's like specifically in that spot. Yeah. Probably just nothing. Nothing with the high winds with this one. It does look like it's starting to calm down though. The hail core at the very least. Velocities are still going. Keithton, looks like you are now experiencing the big wind. Zion Hill, you're next. Roganville, you're probably experiencing it by now. I have no idea why my velocities are taking. There we go. Keithton, you are now inside the wind. Zion Hill, you're next. Not sure if it's gonna hit Aaron. I mean, Aaron's still gonna probably get about 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. Same with Roganville. Friendship as well. So Eclipse, Eclipse and Aaron, you're probably gonna get lesser winds unless this dips south, and then Zion Hill, you're gonna get the most here. At around 60 miles per hour. 50 to 60. Go check on the power outages. No new info out of Texas. It's like 6,000 people lost power in this area. Totaled 9,000 in Louisiana from these storms. Well, checking on the Hemet fire on Twitter while we have time. Fairview fire has jumped to almost 10,000 acres. The blaze still remains 5% contained. Whew. Just retweeted a fire NATO from the Hemet fire. Looks like we still have the same story. This storm. Gusty hills. I mean, gusty winds. Hard to tell though if those are making it down to the ground. Alright, I think we're going to switch over to mainly covering this area. We're going into fire mode. Hemet's fire. Ooh. What? I'm gonna take a quick break. Gotta take a quick break, feed my dog. Oh. Oh. Rest my voice for a little bit. Emits fires. Burning quite bright, as you can see from space. That's a Cedar Creek fire. And see all of these little dots poking through the clouds. It's bad up there, man. Or the geocolor. Oh yeah, you can see the smoke. See how that cloud there turns brown? Big fire right there. See if we can get our eyes on any of these storms. Okay, they're starting to come into view here. We got lightning strikes, which is not good for this area. Here, it's just west of Oregon. See, a lot of places, like a lot of the fires, they're like right around here. None of them are really in view, unfortunately. Radar, it's gonna be hard to estimate. Oh, here's one north of Salmon. Let's go with the velocities here. About 20, 26 miles per hour. Which is enough for some pretty good growth. That one. I wonder if this one is showing up yet. Still not showing up. That is actually a fire right here. Let's take out this pink here. Oops. Right there, that's a fire. Look at the velocities. That fire is going to grow, and it's going to grow fast. Talking about 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. Severe thunderstorm warning over here. Mainly just for winds. 70 mile per hour winds issued. We're located along a line extended from near Wolf Creek 10 miles north of East Helena to 6 miles north, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes and roofs. I wonder if we're getting any power outages up here yet. Power outages. USA. Yes, in Missoula, there is 15,000 people without power. That's about 18% of that county is now out of power, which is not good. Because not only does like those random lightning strikes cause power fires, but so do falling power lines, sparks from that. Let's go to Idaho. So far, only 197 people without power in Idaho. What about Oregon? Not a lot, which is good. Mainly Montana getting the brunt of this, which is what we expected. Okay. Wonder, do we have any eyes? Let me take this. Move that to there. Let's see if we can get any eyes on these fires in Montana. I know there's only one camera, but there's literally fires everywhere, so might be able to. 15-minute time lapse. I'm gonna move through here, see if we can see anything. Lots of smoke. You see that orange hue? That's all that smoke interacting with the clouds and everything, and it makes weird colors in the sky. Makes you feel like you're wearing sunglasses. Nothing from that camera on Montana. Kind of interested in checking the check on the Cedar Creek fire. This one. It looks like a volcano on the time lapse. It's crazy. Could literally watch that for like hours. Check back in, get a new update from the Hemmets. Hemmett's fire near Hemet, near Los Angeles, California. We will get a better view of exactly where the fire is when it gets closer to nighttime. Back over to Radar Omega. Go check it out this store. Looks like it has moved well on past Newton. Does appear to be dying out finally. Might allow this to expire, I would assume. Which is good news. Take a look over at Round Rock. Gusty winds if you live in Manor. Probably should go inside. Austin's Bergstrom International Airport. This is moving towards the city of Austin. Now entering in the very outskirts of Austin. Just went over Manor. Only about 30 to 20 to 40 mile per hour winds in this. This is Austin, Texas. To Boise. This is in Idaho. This gets close to the radar, we're starting to get a better look at the storm. And you know, that looks like it's trying to rotate, but not so much on velocity. I'm gonna watch this one for a little bit. Ooh. Tired. It's possible pea-sized tail with this. See the evolution of it on the reflectivity. I have to keep an eye on this one. There's definitely enough shear in this area. Not a lot of. If this dropped, it'd be like a land spout or something. There's just not a lot of moisture for these storms to tap into. Non-existent tornado threat out here. You never know, storm can surprise you. Need moisture for big storms. I'm surprised this one has convected this much. There was a little, like 50s dew points pocket that showed up on the models. Maybe it's just eating all that up. That is what the storms feed on, is humidity, moisture in the air. And in order to spin, they need shear, which they have plenty of shear, low level and upper level shear right now. Winds are really picking up here near Great Falls. Probably all around this area, but you just can't see it too well because of all these mountains. It's really hard for these radars to peer through all the mountains. This one? Eastern Oregon. If we can get an eye on this storm here. We might be able to. Whoa. There it is. We got an eye on the storm. Very heavy rain. One thing I'm noticing is like a lot of vertigo. Let's go through these slower. Oh, look, a bird. Is that flying? Well, hello, it's like a vulture. This is a 15-minute time lapse. Wow. Yeah, heavy rains with this for sure. Hard to see because there's so much smoke in the air up here. Whew. Look at all that vertigo though. I think that's what it's called, right? Vertigo? Virga. I think it's called Virga. Just rolling through these. Making sure nothing suspicious is happening. This Caraba, unfortunately, turns once every 10 seconds. Wow. What a beautiful view of this store. Wow.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a different angle here. So I should be looking at it from behind. Might be able to see some tops here. Yeah. That's kind of a crappy view. Tell you what, storms up here are just gorgeous. Got the most recent imagery here. Wow. It's like a little dust kicking up over there. Yeah. Wow. Wow, look at that dust starting to pick up. Dude, this cloud looks wicked. It's like barely any of it on the sides here are actually hitting the ground. It's like it's barely making it down to the ground. That is so crazy. Oh. Hey, check this out. Severe warning storm. got it on cam, and there's like a bunch of smoke or dust right there. I'm waiting for the camera to update because I want to see it again. Should have updated by now. The storm looks wild though. Look at it. All that verga. And look at this. Shoo! Hello, Liam. So this is that dust right here. Watch it move in between these frames. It really starts picking up over there. Oh, look at that. Jeez. So much dust. And then look, it's like all this rain is like struggling to get like down to the ground. It's kind of crazy. Oh, look at it now. Big old wall of dust. Oh. I'm interested. Check this out really quick on Radar Omega. So our camera, we're looking at right around here. Looking this way. You're looking at the life cycle of this storm. It's moving. Is this it right here? Whoa. Thank you at Kelvin KC Cheng. Wow. When was this taken? 9/6 through 9/7. Wow.
Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Those are great photos. Oh, this guy. Looks like he's got a lot of updates. I'm not sure. I guess I can only show this, right? So I'm not going to show that, but... Thank you, Kelvin. Back over here to Boise, or to the severe warning storm in Oregon. Whoa! Look at the dust now. Holy. It's a full-on big old puff of dust. So that's how it started. A little tiny dust. Started growing. Started growing more. I only get little snapshots of the dust. And then boom, it's really starting to grow. Wow. And now look at that. Starts to even move into this camera. We might get more views of the dust now. Whoa. It's hard to tell if that's dust or a new fire, to be honest. I can't really tell. Could be a new fire, actually, now that I think about it. Kind of looks like smoke. Might have just watched a new fire get born. Hard to tell. Look at that. Phew. Either dust or fire. Look at the newest update. So this is west of Ontario, looking at this severe warning storm. As it rolls in. Okay, looks like we got some more updates. This thing updates like once every, but it only does time lapses. I hate that. Golly. That's gotta be dust, right? Whoa. That is nuts. Look at that. Either dust or smoke. It's like going around like this. I think it's dust. It's gotta be dust. Goes up like that. That is nuts. Slowly see the life cycle. It's hard to tell. It moves around so fast. I wish I could just like isolate just the pictures of the dust. So that's what it started off like. I'm trying to figure out if it's a fire or dust. That's why I keep going back here. It's a mystery. So this is the start of it. A little tiny dust. It starts growing. I think it's dust. Yeah, it's dust. Okay. And then you just have these beautiful clouds. And then the dust just explodes in size. You start to see it coming in there. All this Virgo. It's amazing. I bet you these clouds look so much cooler in person. And then poof. It's like we're about to get enveloped in rain here. Wow. Then we can go for another update. Okay, go to about here. There's that view. It's getting a 360 view. Dang. Oh, here it comes. It's getting close. It's about to smack us. This poor little city is about to get smacked by this storm. It's the latest. I mean, it doesn't look too crazy on radar, but I mean, this looks a little sus, but high winds though. These storms are packing like 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. It's hard to tell on the radar because of the mountains and stuff, but I mean, it's not a weak storm by any means. It's just really cool to be able to see it. See it live, kind of, sort of. Whoops. The latest and greatest update here. Here it is. Back where we were. It's coming. Oh. Move through. There goes our view. The last view we might get. Who knows? Maybe when it turns back around. Because it does turn the other way. Maybe when it turns back around, we'll still be able to see it. Wow. And that's moving fast. I mean, this is in a span of 15 minutes. This entire loop here is 15 minutes. So it went from this little guy, from all the way over there, and then 15 minutes later, he's this big and all the way over here. It's quite impressive. Man. I know these are still frames, but wind looks like it's going fast in that photo. I wonder if I just sit here and click this button, will it eventually go to the next frame? Be cool if I could just click this button and it goes into the future. You sent me something else. Okay. Oops, I accidentally exited out of Discord. That explains why I didn't see that. I'm only seeing one thing. So we gotta manually update it every time. This is where it left off. This camera is covered in mud. Or dust. There's the last little looks at the dust storm that we'll probably get. Now we're enveloped. That was fun. Is this one spin? When you want them to spin, they don't spin. When you don't want them to spin, they do. Maybe this one spins. Nope. Looking the wrong way, but man. What a beautiful time lapse. That's that one. It's been enveloped. This one doesn't spin. They're both looking the wrong way. It's really the only one. I bet you this one spins. Might get a view from the side here. Pretty foggy though. Whew. So this one will probably be good to just like let it sit for like a minute or two and then do a refresh. Looks like the storm's weakening though. At least the rain is, at least. Not gonna really slow down the velocities. Uh-oh. This is near Burns. Looks like we might be getting some dry lightning. I'm pretty sure this is Burns. Right, this intersection. Let me make sure. Street map. Yeah. So that would be, we need one like over here. Looking that way. It's 180 degrees. So we should. Whoa, what is that? It's a pretty cool cloud. It's like a smoke cloud. It looks like a wall cloud. Like, what? What the hell? I have no idea what kind of cloud. I guess that's just a smoke cloud. The other side of a smoke cloud. That's pretty cool. It looks scary though. Go back to radar Omega. So it's hard to tell whether we're looking at this storm or not. But this one's producing dry lightning, which is no bueno. That's how you get more fires. Just double check the location here. Burns is over here. See what exact location this little scary looking cloud is. Gonna have to wait till it turns back around that way. Get an update on the Hemet's fire. Yeah. You know, if anything happens when that tropical system makes it up the Pacific, near Tijuana, pretty sure we have a crap ton of cams down there. Yeah, couple cams. So if any like significant storms form in this area or floods or anything, we'll be able to catch it live on camera. That'll probably be our next significant live stream if I had to guess. Probably just have to wait, bide our time until then. I wonder if it says the direction it's facing on the bottom. XY axis. Okay, we turned back around that way now. Wait for it. Look at that. Could be that Virgo, but because it's so smoky out, it looks scary. These clouds look wicked cool though. We just went into the future. How did we do that? Did it update by itself? Oops. I swear, if it would just self-update, that would be a huge help. We could just sit here and watch it. See, it does it every 10 seconds. So another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello. Pretty cool though. Let's go see if we can investigate anything else with our cameras. I think there's something happening near Bend. Whoa. Look at these skies. Wow. That looks great. Then you get where all that smoke is. It looks like crap. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Bet you the air quality is nasty though. This cloud just goes. Pretty cool. See like the top of a thunderstorm in the distance. I wonder if this is that severe thunderstorm. I think we've sat over here for a little bit too long, but we allowed this other one to update a little bit, so. We see our A little dust cloud. Make it all the way out here. Look at that. I guess that's it. Kind of hard to see it. Any other views? I think we're running out of views here. Should be enough time to see the back of this thing now. And I guess that's the back of it. It just looks like another planet over here, dude. You can like see this fire right here change direction. It's going this way and then it goes. See if we have any updates. There, everything's still the same. What are we doing on the old radar Omega? Ooh! You are in Stanford. You need to get inside. Is this a glitch? That's not accurate. Golly, imagine 127 miles an hour. Yeah, that's not accurate. Oof. Tell you what, though. Pretty sure these 60 to 70. Golly, imagine. Oh my god. Someone's gonna take a screenshot and like post it on Twitter and be like 145 miles an hour winds. If you live in Stanford and Coffee Creek, down the line, Denton, Hozak, Hobbs. Thing's coming, it's coming fast. Oof, 80 miles an hour. Wow. What county is this? Near Great Falls. This little weird blocky thing. Let me see if we're getting any power outages over here. This one. Nothing. Some over here though in Rosebud, not. Check back in with that. Hi, Shannon. Just kind of wasting time. Looking at cool webcams. You can tell that wind is blowing. See that dust coming off there? I'm alright. I'm starting to feel the voice strain a little bit from talking for so long. Tired, as always. Trying to keep my energy levels, but it's proving to be impossible. How are you? Ooh. Fork fire. Where's the fork fire? Go to sleep. I'm not that tired. I want that one. That one either. Hashtag fork fire. $75 acres. Yeah, I think we're all tired. I think we're all having long days. Keep thinking if I stream for just a little bit longer. Oh wow, look at that dust really going now. People will show up. Whoa! Look at that, right at the end. Dust. Look right here. Big gust of wind. Alright, y'all. Ooh. I'm getting tired. Snow's coming to Wyoming tomorrow? That's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm tired. My voice is tired. Covered all the severe storms today. Starting to get nighttime. I might go live if I find something else. Oh my gosh, I slumped way too much in my chair. What is going on here? But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Had some crazy storms today. One reached like 80 miles per hour near Louisiana, knocked out 6,000 people's power. Saw some dust, lots of dust. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it wasn't like our best stream ever. It's our least liked stream. None of you guys liked the stream. Not a single one of you. Might have to just ban you all from my Discord. But yeah. Thank you for watching and have a great day.